Welcome to the series where I cast your games. Today we are looking at a player who's here to humble the enemy team jungler. He wants to take away his pride, you could say. And why? Well, because it's in his DNA. We could even say that if they were related, he would be ready to cut family ties. But it's alright, because this player has played more than 200 games of solo queue this season, floating around in solo queue with a 50% win rate like it's swimming pools. I'm obviously talking about the blue team jungler here, Kendrick Lamar. And was that whole intro a bunch of Kendrick Lamar songs that I tried to make sense? Well, yes it was. Was it a bit cringe? It probably was, yes. Well, that's the intro you're gonna get for this episode. So yeah, obviously, we are talking about the blue team jungler here, Kendrick Lamar, not with a 50% win rate, I think it's 53. Nevertheless, he's playing the Nidalee here as we see, a red side or a red buff start, I should rather say, pathing probably against top lane here. Which is not a bad shout when you have a Volibear and if you're in the top lane. But we see red team here, we're going for a cheese with the red line landing onto the blue team AD carry here. Lucian forces flash already in level 1, so it's a flash for ignite for the red team bot lane here. Great start, they also chunked the blue team ADC very low here, so a great start for the red team bot lane. But yeah, we see Nidalee actually looking for a full clear here, taking away her Crocs as the second camp. If you look at your minimap here now, making her way towards the Raptors. So we'll look for a full clear here into probably a top lane gank, because what you want to do when you have a Volibear into a Fiora is that the longer the game goes, the stronger the Fiora will obviously be. And Volibear can be a real lane bully with his Sky Splitter, and when he gets his level 6 he gets that Stormbringer available to him. But it looks like already that Hecarim is in the top lane. We should see it here in a moment, looking for a gank onto the Volibear here, but at the same time Northus, he lands his stretch line onto the blue team support. Lucian dashes in, doesn't have his flash available to him, it was forced level 1. Will he go down? Let's see if Misfortune flashes forward. Oh, and Lucian pops the heal, it will be 1-for-1 support. The blue team support goes down to Lucian, but Misfortune also takes down Lucian herself. Looks like it's a 1-for-1, but at the same time Nami manages to take down the red team AD carry. So a 2-for-1 for the blue team bot side here. Very, probably you could say, unlucky play. Let's see what happens here in the mid lane. So it flashes, lands the Sleepy Trouble bubble onto Melza. Does miss the Paddle Star though. Will she go down to the ignite? She will not, so both mid laners survive with a slimmer of health. But yeah, the bot lane play was kind of unlucky for blue team. Misfortune, she flashed, used to double up, and then Lucian survived with 4 or 5 HP, so they had to dive, take a couple of 2 shots, and then it ends up being a 2-1 for the blue team here. But the score is not updating. Let's see if I do this. Yep, it's updated now. Okay, so both ADCs gets a kill here. Kendrick Lamar has completed his full clear, is now in the top lane, has also taken away the top side scuttle here. So could look, looks like they're actually looking for a dive, but at the same time Nautilus lands another dredge line onto the blue team support. They take down the Nami, and that's a uncontested kill here. Blue team, they are looking for the dive, wants to force the riposte. Oh, this dive doesn't look good. Volibear will go down to the turret. That's not great. That is really not what you wanna do in this matchup. That's a free kill for Fiora. So far, not the greatest of start for the blue team. It's top laner here, but okay. Misfortune will take a plate. She could probably look to recall now. She has the gut She did get a kill. Oh, actually, I think it was Nautilus who got the kill. But okay. So 5 minutes into the game, we have 5 kills on the board already. Gold pretty even so far. A lot of flashes has been burned here in the bot lane, so it should be a target for both jungles now. But it looks like Hecarim is back in the top side, taking his camps that he started on. And Nidalee though is here in the bot side, should probably look for gank. Nautilus lands another dredge line onto Nami, even ignites her. Misfortune caught inside the Aqua Prison though, and no one will go down here. So great engage from Nautilus, a bit trigger happy with the ignite. Was never really in danger, you could say, Nami. And here's Kendrick. Misses the javelin toss, but Nami lands the Aqua Prison. Both these supports pretty good at landing their CCs to the enemy team members. For blue team here, they will just shove in the bot lane, and they should probably look to recall. Zoe lands a Sneaky Troll Bubble, will also land the Pedal Star. Doesn't have enough damage to one-shot at this point in the game, unfortunately for her, but a great combo which probably shows what we have in store for us later this game. Nautilus wanting to recall right now, not in a good position to do so the wave, because it had already crashed into the turret, I should say, which means that it will automatically push back towards blue team and give them the opportunity to create a freeze. So you don't want to recall now. It looks like red team though, they are recalling in the bot lane if you look at your minimap. Hopefully for them, Lucian will try and push in the wave here instead of creating a freeze that he could do uncontested right now, but we'll have to see. In the top lane, Volibear still trying to show lane dominance here, which you have to do as Volibear when in this matchup, because if you play passive, you're just gonna get outscaled in 15 minutes. Already doesn't look too good. See here, invade, lands a javelin toss onto the Grump. They will just take down the Hecarim, who doesn't have flash obviously, because you play Hecarim with Ghost most of the time. There's a free kill here for blue team. Great invade from Cambridge Lamar on this Nidalee. Should also be the first Drake of the game. Also great when you could get an early Drake, which is a the wind Drake, because it's very tough to take down early. It does a lot of damage. It has very high attack speed. So a great pick that allows you to get this early Drake and get the Drake soul opportunity potential scaling already 8 minutes into this game. Red team here just trying to push in the wave here. Nautilus misses the stretch line. Nami missed the Aqua Prison also. Could look for a recall. The wave will reset, but looks like they will just stay down here. Instead, Lucian will recall. And again, he should be glad, because red team, they push in the wave, which means that Lucian, he will catch most of this wave. Instead, they could have created a freeze. They did not. Both supports, they force, or rather they use their flash, and also is trying to flash depth charge or dredge line onto the blue team support here, but some fast fingers. Nami flashes away. Depth charge now used onto the blue team support into the bullet time. Oh, once again misses the dredge line, but Misfortune gets a kill with a double up. The culling is also used here to try and get a return kill. Flashes over the dredge line. It is a 1-for-1 so far. Ignite used onto the Lucian. I think Nautilus can just hook him if he wants to, take him down. See what happens here. Yep. Okay. Was kind of inting by Lucian, but okay, I guess that's fair enough. 2-for-1 for red team here. Oh, Nautilus missed the Sky Splitter. Fiora pops the Grand Challenge. Here's also Hecarim with the Onslaught of Shadows that will take down a free kill onto this Ultra Volibear. I don't even think that Hecarim has or had to use his Onslaught of Shadows, his ultimate, but okay. He used it, it's a free kill. He also gets a kill that he kind of needed because of the unfortunate death that he has had in his own bot side jungle. It's actually in a pretty great spot now. Has a kill, up half a camp at least onto this Nidalee, who could have done a lot of damage on him early game, because Nidalee has a lot of early game power over most of the other junglers in the game, especially the likes of Hecarim without a flash, so there is no way to escape if you get hit by the Javelin Toss. But okay, so far in a great state. Nether Grass Spear is used onto Zoe, will flash away, but something happens in the top lane, so we don't get to see what happens in the mid lane. Volibear uses the Stormbringer on top of Fiora. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Plays kind of tilted this Volibear so far, but okay. It's still not too bad for Volibear, right? He's died 2 times, was only down 15 CS. Has lost 2 plates. Oh, let's see here, Nidalee caught with the dredge line. At the same time, Malsa caught by the Steel Troll Ball, but Zoe will go down, does not have a flash, and Kendrick goes back in on this Nidalee, collects the kill onto the red team support, and also ends up going down, so it's a 2-for-0 for blue team here, just being there as a team collectively before the rest of the red team. They went in one after one, you could say, the red team, so they end up going down even though they start the fight. And the gold lead is starting to get evened out again for blue team here. It's only around 1k gold lead for red team. So it's really not that bad of a game state right now. What you have to watch out on, or what you have to watch out when you are this blue team is that, let's see, will Hecarim use the Onslaught of Shadows here? No, he will not. Well, blue team have at least a decent pick composition, right? So if you can look at these objectives there, whenever they spawn, the Dragon, the Baron, the Herald, and try and be there before the enemy team, well, then you can look for a quick pick with the Nethergrass, with the Javelin Toss, with the Aqua Prison, and then you can take the objectives for free afterwards, because if it ends up in a pure team fight, well, red team, they have a really good team fight comp, at least in the 4v4 with the Onslaught of Shadows and the bullet time and depth charge, as we saw the bot lane do when they tried to dive before. Let's see here, looks like Malsa is caught out. Onslaught Shadows is used on top of him, but once again the whole blue team is just here. Volibear is also here now. They get another 2 kills, and that should be the goal lead here for blue team. Okay, only 100 gold, but 2 more free kills, and blue team just right now just winning because they are playing as a unit. They're playing collectively. Every time one is caught out, the other 4 members are there to collapse in an instant. So great team play for blue team here. Great roam from Volibear. Really, actually a really good roam, and then just using the TP back to top lane. Only loses a plate off it, I think. Nautilus will go down again. There's a 1-for-0 here in the bot lane. Oh, what about Nami here? Misses the Aqua Prison. The Calling is used on top of Misfortune. Forces the exhaust from her. And yeah, so blue team, they get the second Drake. They get a kill in the bot lane also. A lot of this actually coming from the roam that the Volibear did to pick Zoe whenever she tried to roam down to help the team. So with a 0-2 score, you could have argued that this Volibear would probably have been really tilted from the get-go of this game, but actually doing a good job so far, even though the lane is rough against this Fiora, even though he's down 25 CS, around 30 CS maybe. If you look at your minimap, you can see that red team so far, they are trying to force the Herald here. Looks like they will get it for free, but will Hecarim get out with his life? Malsa used the Silence here, pops the Nether Grasp into the Javelin Toss. Will go down here too. Nidalee, another kill for this Nidalee, now with 4 kills. things not looking too good for the red team now, actually. Even though they had a great start to the game with a couple of good kills. There's now a 1k goal lead here for blue team. Their own jungler not doing too good, 1-3. Their own support, who had a great start to the game, hooking Lucian, level 1 with the dredge line, has now died 3 times. It has only been in 4 kills compared to the enemy team support, who's been in 9. So things started off looking really good for red team. Not so much anymore, but okay. We'll have to say there's still plenty of time left in this game. What I will say though for red team is that they scale really good, pretty much all of their members, right? They have Nautilus will eventually be a great tank. Oh, let's see, he lands a dredge line here on top of Lucian into the bullet time for Misfortune. That's just a free kill every time. They also get the first turn of the game with the help of the Herald here, and the goal lead is back to a 400 goal lead. Let's see if they can get the second charge off here or on the Herald, I should say. It looks like they will actually get the second charge up. But okay, talking about the red team here, they do have pretty great scaling. They have a Hecarim. They have so the Hecarim is great for team fight, right? Scales really good when he gets a couple of items on top of him. You have a Zoe who will eventually be able to one-shot 4 members of the blue team. And then you have Misfortune also, who's just great for team fighting. A lot of CC, a lot of AoE damage. And then you have Fiora, who will eventually be a side lane bully. Looks like she already is. Looking at blue team, ooh, it looks like Nidalee is caught out here, gets hit by the Sleeper Troll bubble. They do take down the mid lane turret here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, Fiora misplays a turret dive. Great play from Volibear, really. Dude, this guy is on a comeback mission after going 0-2. First a great roam, now a great counter or outplay on the Fiora when she tries to dive him. Nautilus looking for another dive once again with the help of Hecarim. Comes in with the onslaught of shadows. Will take down Malzahar. Looks like he will trade his own life. Misfortune also goes down. Didn't really see where she died, so it's a 2-for-1 for the blue team here. 3-for-1. 4-for-1. Wow, great roam from Lucian here just to pick up the last couple of kills. But yeah, again, looking at the blue team, well, again, you have a great pick comp, and this is solo queue. Personally, I'm a big fan of pick compositions in solo queue because, well, people, they do not play as a team, right? It's rarely that you group at the same time, you move together to objective. So whenever you have a pick comp with a lot of single target damage, with the Javelin Toss, with the Nether Grasp, with the Carling, it could be the Aqua Prison to CC, stuff like this. You're just waiting for the first member to walk into your team, because okay, maybe they have a better teamfight comp, but if they have to teamfight you 4 against 5 every time because you picked up the first of their team members, well, then you just win because you outnumber them. So that's how you want to play this blue team composition. And obviously it also helps a lot that blue team have played a lot more together as a team, bot lane and top lane really roaming to help the team get these objectives, which also means now that only 19 minutes into the game, blue team, they have 3 dragons. They are already on soul point, and it is the Ocean Soul, which is great for at least the Volibear whenever they are going to team fight. It will make him a lot tankier. So let's see here, Lucian dashes forward, is exhausted by Misfortune, flashes away from the depth charge, and here is Nami out of position. Hecarim goes in with the onslaught of shadows. That's too good for red team here. They will lose their top turret though, but they will also trade back with a mid lane turret of their own. The blue team bot lane here just caught out a bit in the mid lane, trying to make something happen without the vision around them, which allows Hecarim and Zoe to collapse. Or not as Zoe, Hecarim and the red team bot lane Well out to collapse, but here is Volibear goes in with the Stormbringer. They will take down the first kill onto Misfortune. They will also take down Nautilus. That's 2 kills for blue team. A lot of traits in this game. It's like one team gets 2 kills, then another team gets 2 kills. It's never like a 1 for 1, 2 for 2. But I guess that's what you get when you have a pick combo on one side, because either they just lose a team fight, or they pick off a couple of members, as they just did here. Once again, another great run from Volibear. Yes, he's down 35 CS. Yes, he will lose his top turret now, probably, but he's really impacting the team here. 20 minutes, the Baron has spawned, and that means blue team, they are here to take it down. A lot of single target damage. Malsa are really able to do a lot of DPS here with the mythic that he is gone for. So it looks like it will go down really fast, and that's just a 21-minute Baron rush from blue team here. Only a 2.5k gold lead, but this should put them in peak prime position for this next Drake, which is still soul point, we have to remember, for blue team, and very early soul compared to the fact that that is solo queue if they get the Drake. You also see the pings here coming out. Now we're pinging the dragon 2 minutes, so it means that blue team, they will still have the Baron buff when this Drake spawns, unless they all die beforehand. So we'll have to see here. And what you want to try and do now, let's see, Lucian is hit by the Trouble Bubble, Paddle Star. Oh, not, it wasn't Lucian, it was the Nidalee. Nautilus will probably go down again here. It's caught inside the Aqua Prison, but here's a great bullet time. Forces a stopwatch out of Nidalee. Will go down to Lucian. What about Hecarim here? Will he get a return kill? No, he will not. It's 3 kills for blue team here. Also misses a Sleepy Trouble Bubble here, Zoe. However, she does manage to escape with a slimmer of health once again. And that's 2 different kind of playstyles we see coming out right here. Once again, the Volibear is here to help. At the same time, Fiora pushing top side or top lane again, gets a return turret takedown at least. But it kind of weirds me out that Fiora actually decided to play with TP in this matchup, or in this lane rather, because he's obviously not interested in using his TP to help his team at any time. So blue team here, they will take down the tier 2 mid lane turret. And this Fiora should be able to escape, I think, with the Q. It's caught inside the Sky Splitter here. Oh, great riposte onto Volibear. And she should be out. But it weirds me out a bit that she'd actually gone for TP, because she's not interested in using it. Nautilus here, or not Nautilus, Volibear hit by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Will be a 2-for-1 so far. Malsa also ends up going down. Oh, Misfortune flashes into Nidalee. A 3-for-1, so 3-for-2. A 3-for-2 here for red team. Clawing their way back into this game. But it is not over yet. Fiora ends up going down. Nami tanks the Paddle Star. Oh, that's a miss with the Javelin Toss here from Kendrick. A lot of stuff happening right here in the topside jungle. But at the same time, Hecarim is like, bro, I'm not going to be a part of that. I just want to deny this soul. And he actually will get it before anyone is there to contest him. So that's a great little play here for the red team jungler. Will also take down the objective bounty. That's 500 gold for the red team. Split onto, or for 5 members obviously, but a great little use of momentum here from Hecarim, seeing that everyone is topside. Well, then I can just force a Drake, deny the early soul for blue team here. And we have to remember, it is only a 3k gold lead. It's not I mean, how should I say it? It's not too big yet. I should rather say for the red team here. But they have to buy themselves at least some time. If you can get another item onto this Fiora, so she can get in that 1v2 state of power. Lucian here flashes forward, goes down to the bullet time, almost blows, or I should say almost one-shots Zoe, but instead Zoe takes a javelin toss to the face. Great spear from Kendrick Lamar. And we also have to remember our protagonist of this episode, the Nidalee. He's 7-1 at this point. I mean, great Nidalee player, or at least a great Nidalee game so far. There's really been a story of jungle diff, at least score-wise, also objective-wise. Probably the only misplay that we've seen from the Nidalee so far is the fact that she wasn't there for the 4th Drake to spawn, because I still think that it would have been a free soul. Blue team here, however, looking for a Fnatic death bush to pick off a couple of members. A great strategy when you have a pick composition. Nidalee though is tired of it. They decide to back off, and also there's red team should actually have walked into that bush probably, because the Baron is about to spawn, so you want to get that vision down. Instead they are pathing around the bot side of the map right now, even though Drake is not about to spawn.
What we do here is go back.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean that's just not going to work. But okay. Volibear has forced his own Stormbringer to deny the fear from the Onslaught of Shadows, but okay. Fiora here should probably just have taken down the turret. She does get it here. It's a 400 gold objective bounty also. Oh, what about Miss Fortune here? Will she go down to the colony? She will. 27 minutes into the game. Lucian dashes over the wall, will go down. So it's a 1-for-1, but blue team here, they do get the in-heb turret. What about the bot lane here? We have to point out the fact that Volibear has actually out-leveled this side lane Fiora. That's pretty weird. I have no idea how that has happened. But will he actually take it down? This should be the time where Fiora is a real lane bully, but here's Nidalee to help, and it will be a kill for Volibear. I actually think that maybe Nidalee could have turned this around if Nidalee wasn't here. So again, great gank, or not gank you could say, but great collapse from the side of blue team here with Kendrick Lamar. Being in the right place at the right time. And we see a lot of pings coming down onto the Drake, who is about to spawn in just a minute from now on. Blue team resetting. Everyone except for Volibear. Great time and place to do so. It's probably around a minute before Drake, the latest that you want to recall. You want to buy all the items you can, use all your gold, and then you want to go and prep for the Drake. At least, but you should probably have done it earlier because you are a pick composition, so you want to be there before your enemy team. But okay, instead they are prepping for the Baron here. We have two red team members on this Volibear right now. Let's see if he will go down to the Fiora with the grand challenge here. Use the Stormbringer on top of her, but it is a Fiora, we have to remember. Let's see, will she flash after him? She will, takes him down with a Q, but at the same time his teammates, they take down the Baron. It is a 1-for-1 on the map right now. Volibear goes down, but wow, let's see, a 2-1 here for red team. Oh, the lead jumps in, uses Sonya's again. Lucian here gets a couple of return kills here onto Zoe and also lose. So a great play from blue team actually. They get 3 kills, they only trade 2, and one of them were in the bot lane, so they win out great in this 4 versus 4, or 4 versus 3 I think it was actually. They get all 3 kills and they get the Baron. They will also get the soul now, and you could argue that this should be the breaking point of the game. I no longer think that Fiora is going to be able to even one-shot the Volibear, because well, now you have an Ocean Soul, so you get that insane amount of regen whenever you fight the enemy team members. But okay, we'll have to see. The goal lead says only 4.5k. It is a lot, but it's not too much, I should rather say, at this point in the game. But it's a soul. It is a 10 kill lead for blue team here. But There's still no inhibitor taken down. I only think they have the inhib turret here in the mid lane, or do they also? Oh, they also have the inhibitor, but okay. It's a manageable inhib to have lost at this point in the game. So now you probably wanna push in your 2 side lanes. You wanna put your Volibear top lane. You wanna put 4 members bot lane, so you can push with the Baron buff at the same time as your mid lane is also pushing itself with the super minions. And yeah, always a good idea to deny the buffs away from the enemy team. They steal away the red buff here, and instead of splitting the map, they decide to push 5 members top lane, which, I mean, they do have the Baron buff, so it should still be tier 2 turret here, probably also the inhib turret. We'll have to see if red team, they try to force a team fight here. They can look with the onslaught of shadows to start things off. Maybe, let's see. Wow, so we caught out with the nether grasp, ends up going down without doing anything at all. And now if I'm blue team, I want to force a dive here onto the inhibitor turret. You are in a 4 versus, or a 5 versus 4. You have the Stormbringer available to you, so you can completely turn off this turret. Misfortune using the bullet time, forcing out the Sonyas from Malzahar. The heals pops, so Malzahar doesn't go down. Stormbringer now on top of Fiora. Will she get a return kill? No, she will not. That is 3 kills, 3 more kills, I should rather say, for blue team here. That is 4 members death from the side, death from the side of red team here. And will they look to end? Lucian chasing away Misfortune, so there's no one to defend, and a TP from Malzahar onto the minions here. They will take down the first next turret, they will take down the second next turret, and in 32 minutes, blue team here, they end the game with a 8k goal lead. Also, our protagonist of this episode, Kendrick Lamar on this Nidalee, ending the game with a 10-1-9 score. Wow. I have to apologize, it wasn't the best game that I've casted, but yeah, Kendrick, thank you for letting me cast your game. If you watched this far and you want me to cast your game, feel free to comment your summoner name or friend summoner name in the comments, and yeah, I will take a look at some of your games. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. See ya.